Let's talk about hooded eyes or droopy eyelids. This is a common concern that people worry about as they age, and it can also be congenital. So, even young people, kids, and young adults can have droopy eyelids due to a congenital condition called congenital ptosis. But when it happens later in life, like 30s, 40s, 50s, it can be due to several factors. One of them is just that the skin of the eyelid is not as tight as it used to be, just like the rest of our face. It loses collagen. We produce less collagen with every year that goes by. Sun damage, of course, makes that worse. So, always using sunscreen everywhere on your face. Don't skip your eyes or your eyelids. My recommendation, if you're putting sunscreen around the eyes, is to use a mineral based product because it's less likely to cause stinging of the eyes. So, prevention is key. But once it's already there, it can make us look a lot older, make our eyes look a lot smaller, and make it a lot harder to apply makeup in that area because of the creases that occur from that skin that sort of hangs over the eyes, making them appear hooded. So, aside from prevention, it's important to understand what type of what we call ptosis is the medical term for like a droopy eyelid. It's important to understand what type of ptosis the person has because the treatment is different. So, if it's just excess skin that's hanging over or loose skin, a simple outpatient surgery can be done called an upper lid blepharoplasty, where the excess skin is removed to tighten up that eyelid, making the eyes appear bigger again with less redundant skin hanging over. If, however, there is involvement of what's called the Mueller muscle, which is the muscle in the eyelid that normally helps to open the eye, if that muscle has dysfunction due to various factors, including trauma from aggressive rubbing of the eyes, or back in the day when people used hard contact lenses, they would really pull on their eyelid a lot to put in the contacts and take them out. And that could cause actually detachment of part of the muscle from where it normally inserts. And that causes dysfunction of the muscle, causing the eyelids to droop. So in that case, a special type of surgeon called an oculoplastic surgeon would go to repair that Mueller muscle so that the attachment is fixed back where it's supposed to be. And that is going to fix the muscle so that it works properly again and the eyelids don't look so droopy. Aside from that, if you're like me and you like makeup, you've probably seen there are lots of great videos like on YouTube and Instagram where the makeup artists talk about makeup for mature skin. And I love to watch those because there are little makeup tricks that you can do to help make the eyes appear more open. And obviously, the lesson that I've learned lately is that the way we did our makeup in our 20s and 30s probably shouldn't be exactly the same as how we do our makeup in our 40s, 50s, and beyond, simply because we don't want our eyes to look smaller and look like they're drooping or going down. Aside from the surgical treatments for droopy eyelids, skin tightening, prevention, I mentioned sunscreen. There isn't, I would say, in my opinion, having worked in a medical spa where there are lots of procedures that can be sold to you that claim to give you a non-surgical eyelid or eyebrow lift, I would say personally, I will skip those things because even if they do temporarily tighten the skin a little bit, it's not really going to give you as much bang for your buck as if you were to wait and save up the money to have a surgical blepharoplasty. That's just my opinion. Because most of those things, if there is a change, it's quite temporary. And the surgery results last, they're not forever either, because as time moves forward, we continue to age. But in the case of a muscle repair, for example, it makes a huge difference. And so that's just my take on it. But I'm going to be talking about several other eye concerns in other videos, so stay tuned for those. Those topics will include dark under eye circles, puffiness underneath the eye area, dermal filler in the under eye area, and just helping with crow's feet. I'm going to talk about all of those subjects in future videos, so please give me a like and a follow and stay tuned for those topics. Have a great day.